Welcome to another Ballzy Core. I am going to try and turn up the burn today. If you're wearing your ball, great, you're gonna feel it even deeper and more intensely. If this is a day where you're not wearing your ball, no problem. Just pretend that you have it inside of you. You're gonna pretend to hug it and release it so you can keep those muscles integrated into all the things that you do. So take a seat, stretch your legs out in front of you, bring your arms up, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, you're gonna roll yourself back. We're gonna start out with 5 full rolls. And as you roll back, hug that ball inside of you, all the way up inside your spine like you're ironing out your spine. Right, stretch your arms over your head, and then exhale, roll yourself up. Remember, this is a pulley system, so you start at your pelvic floor, and it lifts you up and over. Inhale. And exhale as you blow that air out, catch that pelvic floor, draw it up inside of you. The way you activate your abs makes a huge difference. If you crunch like this, you're gonna miss all the good connectivity and depth. So you gotta start at the inside, hug in, and lift up and over. 2 more. Exhale, try and press your legs into the ground as your arms float up. See how smooth you can make it. That full exhale through this middle part will keep you from gripping. This time we're rolling all the way down, slowly, keep breathing, keep blowing, keep hugging up. Bring your hands behind your head. And then press your head into your hands and exhale as you come up to the bottom of those shoulder blades. Inhale as you come back. Same thing applies. Start at your pelvic floor, hugging that ball, and then let it lift you up. We're going nice and slow. 4 count breath. So 4, 3, 2, 1. When you get to 1, you should hug a little bit deeper and then roll back slowly. 5 total. When you get to the top of this, that's sort of that magic moment where you hug in a little bit deeper. 1 more here. Exhale, keep pressing your head back in your hands, makes your abs work harder. And then from here, without moving your pelvis, you're gonna glide your knees up in the air. We're gonna go 5 slow hip tucks. Curl your pelvis up and then roll it down. So blow that air out, 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 out as you lift, lift, lift. 3 more. Remember that the end of that range of motion is where that extra depth is. Lift, lift, lift. Let your femurs lift up out of your hips and slowly roll down. You should almost feel like that ball inside you is it's scooping down and rolling your pelvis up. On your count of 5, you're holding. I have 2 more here. Make sure that breath is long on the way down and on the way up. Here we go, last one. Lift, 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 draw your belly button in. Open your sits bones, curl up a little bit more. Press your head back, lift your pelvis up, and then roll your hips down. Stretch your legs out long. We're gonna repeat that sequence 1 more time. Roll yourself up. When you get tired, it's easy to lose your breath. We're doing 5 good rolls here. Curl your pelvis, scoop in through those abs. Exhale, roll yourself up. Pay attention to your breath. If it starts to get grippy, you gotta lift up and over a little bit more. You gotta go a little deeper. Try and smooth it out. Be really intentional about your breath. Curl your pelvis back as you lengthen out through your legs. When you get to 5, you're gonna stay on the mat. I have 1 more here. Curl your tailbone. Get in deep. You guys try not to crunch through those upper abs. Try to feel it coming from beneath. So slow roll back. Bring your hands behind your head. Keep your legs down. And 5 curl ups. Again, just making them more amplified by hugging that ball to pull you up, by pressing your head back into your hands and really following your breath all the way out. When you get to 5, you're gonna hold the position. Here's the last one here. Blow that air out. Feel those ribs wrap, feel that lift of that ball inside of you. Okay, now without moving your pelvis, drag your knees up to tabletop. Here we go, 5 curls. Blow, 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 blow as you lift. Come down slowly without really totally releasing. This is where you need to get that breath into the side of your ribs instead of breathing into your belly. 2 more. Exhale, blow, blow, blow. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Exhale, lift your femurs up, open your sits bones, hug inside of you, front, middle, back of that pelvic floor. Roll your pelvis down, stretch your legs out long. Let's take your arms right up in the air without going back. Take a big breath in, exhale, hug your pelvic floor up. Roll yourself up and over. Let's roll right onto your hands and knees and see if we can use that connection for stability. So come on into a plank. And then just feel yourself here for a moment. So breathe, press the ground away, lengthen out of the top of your head and out of your heels. And then lift that ball. If the ball is coming down towards your belly button, lift that ball up towards your spine. Feel that pelvis stay nice and neutral instead of dumping. And then from here, you're gonna stabilize. So again, hug the ball to level your pelvis out and try and bring your right hand to your left shoulder without shifting. And then bring it down. Use your core for stability. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Press the ground away without shifting. Left hand, right shoulder. And then this time, take your left leg up and your right arm out in front of you. Keep your focus in your core. Don't worry about your arm and your leg. Think about what you need to do to stabilize. Start to train those muscles. Right leg up, left arm long. Woo! And then hands and feet down. And then push back into downward dog just for a moment. Let your head hang down. Kind of shake out. Stretch the back of your neck. Breathe. Lift your sits bones up. Let's try and knee to nose here. Shift forward into plank. Bring your left knee to your nose and lift up a little bit more and hold. Now see if you can lengthen out of your tailbone and curl your pelvis forward. So curl that tailbone towards your nose. Let your femur bone, your leg bone come forward. Lift up on the back toes. Feel that core. And then stretch it back. Put your foot down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, come forward. Get light on the back toe. Bring your right knee to your nose. And then see if you can lengthen out of your spine and curl it more. Hug that ball up inside of you and lift higher, higher, higher from the inside. And then downward dog. Okay, walk your feet to your hands. Let's drop into this quick hip opener and just take a breath here. Inhale. And when you inhale, see if you can release those muscles around Ballzy. This is a good stretch for your pelvic floor. And when you can release it, you get a better contraction when you need it. If you're starting to feel it come out, see if you can, we're gonna hug back up inside. So stretch your legs back, bring your right forearm down. We're gonna do 3 of these on each side. We're just trying to hit all angles of your core. Bring your right hand to or left hand to your head. If Ballzy, imagine it's coming down towards your hip, lift it up inside your top hip. And then we're gonna do 3 rotations. So rotate here as you exhale, left elbow towards right hand. At the same time, you're hugging that ball and like almost trying to hook your right hip bone forward. Create that oblique connection. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, wrap around. Inhale, open up. Exhale, wrap it around. Let's switch right to the other side. So left forearm down. Right hand on the head. Lift that ball up inside of you. Pretend you're hugging it and lifting it. 3 rotations. Exhale as you wrap around. Inhale, open. Keep those hips up. Exhale, wrap it around. As you do that, you have this sort of oppositional, like you're hooking that left hip and bringing it forward as you hug that ball up. One more. Exhale. There's a lot to be done inside that core. There's a lot of patterns, lifts, breath, hugging. Go ahead and drop your hip down and then spin around. Let's bring your arms out in front of you. This is one of my favorite sort of grand finale sequences. Here we go. Exhale, roll yourself back, arms up, roll like an ironing pin, your spine down, hands behind the head. And then bring your right knee up in the air. Go ahead and take your right hand, grab your hamstring and lift yourself up above your shoulder blades so that your shoulder blades aren't touching the floor. You're up in this sort of higher, uncomfortable position. And then stay that high. Take your right arm inside your right inner thigh and press. And then squeeze in with that right inner thigh as you press against it and breathe. Float the left leg up. 3 rotations, left elbow towards right hand. There's 1. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, keep squeezing with that leg. Here's 2. Hug that ball up inside of you, guys. Here's 3. Good. Don't let go. Take your right arm back and then lift up. Here's 1 touch of the foot and a rotation. Lift the right hand to the left foot, reach up higher, higher, higher. Stretch them away from each other and rotate. 1 more set. Here we go. Lift up. Reach away and rotate. And 1 more thing. Stay in rotation. Reach the right hand towards the right ankle. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, and then come down. Whew. Okay, take your legs long. Take a nice breath in, exhale, release, kind of shake out your hips for a moment. See if you can let go, front, middle, back of that pelvic floor, because we have 1 more side to do. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left knee up. Take your left hand on your left hamstring, pull yourself up above those shoulder blades so that they're off the floor and it's uncomfortable. And then from here, you're going to take your left hand inside your left leg, float your right leg up off the floor, open it 1 inch wider. Here we go. Start pressing into that forearm. 3 rotations. Here we go. Right elbow towards left hand. 1. Open it up. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze that left leg in. You should feel the middle of that pelvic floor just hugging, the back of it, hugging. 3. Open it up. Now take your left arm behind you, and here's that 3-set sequence. Reach towards that right foot. Inhale, open, rotate around. Reach for the toe. Higher, higher, higher. Stretch the arm and the leg away from each other. Rotate. 1 more. Reach, reach, reach. Lengthen away and rotate. Come up higher. Higher. Breathe. Now you're going to take that left hand and reach to the left ankle and lift 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then roll down. And there it is. Take your legs out long, take your arms out long, and then go ahead and bend your knees and just windshield wiper them side to side. Grab a hold of your hamstrings, roll yourself up, and there you go. Another Ballzy Core in your body. Keep that strength inside you, keep connecting into it, and use it in everything you do.